So it's looking like Jack Harlow's not really having a good week ever since the release of his most recent album that came out this past week, with him being constantly dragged on Twitter. And I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't see this coming, cause prior to him dropping this, it looked like he could do no wrong, with his First Class song going crazy and breaking the Spotify record, being the most streamed song in a single day this year, which to me it sounded pretty good. It had the interpolation of the Glamorous song, which as a kid I used to hate it, but now it's kinda catchy, so that's probably why I like the First Class song. But even his album Come Home to Kids Miss You wasn't that bad to me either, especially the Churchill Down song. Him and Drake did their thing on there. A lot of people were harsh and criticizing Jack Harlow hard for this, and if you go on Twitter right now, it's brutal. I'll put some tweets up on the screen so you can see their reactions to the album. And to the people who's criticizing this album very bad, I gotta ask you, how high were your expectations for him? Cause that's the reason why I don't think Jack Harlow's album was that bad to me. What I expected from Jack Harlow is what he had on his album. So if you were expecting something like a vintage Drake or an album as precise as a Mac Miller album, then I feel like the joke's on you for even thinking that, cause you hear it in his music all the time what he's catering to. He's not for you deep-rooted lyrical hip-hop fans that has a cohesive album. He's for making songs in a club that females could vibe to. So I don't get why a lot of these fans were so hard on his album, as if he just dropped the hardest dud in hip-hop history. Cause trust me, I heard way worse than this. Way worse. And I feel like a lot of people are hating on him cause it's the trend too. They see everybody else coming at him, so they feel like this the perfect time to. And some of this hate may stem from him being compared to Mac Miller, cause Mac Miller, he's like the pinnacle of a white rapper, him and Eminem, where they're both massively loved by their fan base and by hip hop in general. So whenever a new white rapper come out or it's the next big thing, they will always get compared to them two artists. And that's the part right there why I think it's unfair for Jack Harlow, cause he didn't ask for this comparison. This just came out of nowhere by these random fans. So in the midst of that, he's getting all this hate, and I low-key kind of feel bad for Jack Harlow, cause this is something he's never experienced before. And it's almost like a Polo G, Roddy Ricch situation too, where they got an extremely massive amount of love prior to any of their albums dropping. But once they didn't deliver, they got so much backlash and hate. But I would even say that Jack Harlow, his love is more so due to his personality more so than his music. And even if you go to a Spotify right now, his album overall is still doing decently good. And as it just been reported by DJ Academics, Jack Harlow's Come Home to Kids Miss You is now projected to do 114 in the first week, after originally being forecasted to do 180. And this is a massive drop that I was not expecting, and I'm pretty sure neither Jack Harlow or his team was expecting this either. But to the fans that are saying that this is a L, my question to you is how, when his last album did 51,000 in the first week. Not only that, but he also dropped the same day as Kid Cudi's highly anticipated Man on the Moon, which definitely overshadowed Jack Harlow's debut album. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like Jack Harlow he had a great album and all, cause like I said earlier, his album was decent, and he definitely thought his album would do way more than it's projected to do. But regardless, his in-week performance is still a success, and maybe this all stemmed from people having way too high expectations for Jack Harlow. Even with the Drake comparisons, which I always thought was crazy, but he's still in a good spot to be in, and nobody should take what he did as a L, cause not even 3-4 years ago when he first got signed to DJ Drama, everybody seen him as a joke before he was known to the world as Jack Harlow. People just saw him as a dude who they thought was never gonna be on Uzi's level, which he still isn't, but he's definitely a staple in the game. And with him only being 24, he has a long career ahead of him. But these are my thoughts and opinions on this whole situation right here. Be sure to leave yours in the comment section down below. And do you think the hate for Jack Harlow's album is justified, or you just see it as people riding a bandwagon? Be sure to leave your opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Have a nice day.